You know, the Obama fixer, Catherine Ruemmler, who was President Obama's former White House lawyer, keeps incredibly appearing in all of these cases involved in the Spygate scandal, the Mueller probe scandal, all of this stuff. The Obama fixer is back. She always resurfaces everywhere. It's simply incredible. So, hat tip to Jerry Dunleavy at the Washington Examiner, who again is busy reporting other stuff outside of coronavirus too, because it's not the only story going on right now. Washington Examiner. We'll get back to some of that other stuff in a minute. I know. Some of you saying, "What about Richard Burns?" I got it. There's a lot of stuff to get to. Joe's thing. We got to get you all this stuff in an hour. Headline: Jerry Dunleavy, Washington Examiner, be available in the show notes today. Bongino.com/newsletter. Go subscribe to my show notes newsletter. I'll send them to you every morning. Headline: Obama White House lawyers fight Carter Page's DNC lawsuit by defending, quote, the gist of the Steele dossier. Let me just put the headline up front for you right now and translate.
What?
Carter Page, as you know, was the... I know. A lot of the audience is saying that now, our terrestrial audience and our digital audience too. You're like, wait, what? They're defending the dossier again? Yes, again. Carter Page has a lawsuit out there. He was the Trump foreign policy advisor, as you know, who was the main character in the dossier. I say character not because Carter Page isn't a real person, but because the dossier is a work of fiction, and Carter Page's name was inserted into this work of fiction. So the Carter Page you know in real life is not the Carter Page in the dossier, because the Carter Page in real life was not in the dossier. It was just made up. Right. Carter Page is suing. Who resurfaces magically in this lawsuit and says, well, the gist of the dossier was true. What, the gist what? What gist? What are you talking about? The gist of it? What gist of it? The PP tape? The bribes? The meetings with the Russians? None of that actually happened. So what gist of it are you talking about? Do you need a dictionary.com definition of the word gist? Gist. Whoa. That's not the gist. Now, from Dunleavy's piece, takeaway one. The Obama fixer again is back. Hold on. She's always back. Whenever things get rough, Catherine Ruemmler, Obama's White House lawyer, resurfaces. It's like magic. Quote, this week, the high-profile lawyers defending the DNC and Perkins Coie, defending them against Carter Page's lawsuit, Joe, filed a 43-page motion asking the judge to dismiss the case, claiming that the court lacked jurisdiction, that Page's claims of defamation and conspiracy passed the statute of limitations, and that Page failed plausibly to allege defamation and conspiracy. This is hilarious. They also argue Page had not alleged actual malice or proven any economic losses. Yeah, you know, Joe, actual malice, accusing someone of being a Russian traitor. There's no actual malice there. It goes on. Right? I mean, everybody wants to be accused of being a Russian traitor, of course, if you're a loser Democrat. The DNC's attorneys insisted... This is even more hilarious. The allegedly defamatory statements against Page were substantially true and are capable of an innocent construction. This is unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the bizarro world we live in right now. We live in a world where everything's upside down. Sadly, it's not just the Wuhan virus here. The dossier has been categorically proven to be false by now, 4 or 5 different investigations, including the recent one, the IG report. There's not a scintilla of evidence anything is true. The DNC and Perkins Coie will not give up on it. You know, it's substantially true. The gist of it's true. None of it's true. It's made up. It's a work of fiction. Now, who turns up again? She's always around whenever the going gets rough for the Democrats. Check this out from Jerry Dunleavy's piece. Magic. The DNC, Democratic National Committee, their legal team, is comprised of 5 lawyers from Latham Watkins, including lead counsel, this person, that, and former White House counsel Catherine Ruemmler. She's back. And she claims, quote, the statements at issue in this case are not merely susceptible of an innocent construction. Really? Accusing President Trump of allowing prostitutes to pee on a bed? I don't understand what the innocent construction is there. And she says, quote, they relate to business and political contacts that Page himself undisputably cultivated in Russia. Conveniently leaving out the fact, Joe, that Page was working on behalf of our CIA to cultivate Russian contacts in a mission to take those Russian intelligence contacts down. Conveniently left out by Obama's fixer. Catherine Ruemmler was known in D.C. circles when she was Obama's White House lawyer as the fixer. Oh, remember the cases she was involved in? Ladies and gentlemen, I was going to go through the screenshots again today, but I've done it 1,000 times. She was the lead figure in the Secret Service scandal. She was the lead figure in the Benghazi scandal. She was involved in the IRS scandal. She was always there, like that TV show Scandal, the Kerry Washington character. She was always there to fix the situation for Obama. Now she's magically back fixing another mess to the dossier headache. Where have we seen Ruemmler resurface before? In some of her post-Obama administration, air quotes, work. Remember this gem? ABCnews.com? A key Mueller witness. Remember George Nader? George Nader was involved in setting up Eric Prince, a Trump orbit official whose sister works in the Trump administration. Nader was involved in setting up a meeting with Prince and some Russians who are connected to the Clinton Foundation lobby. Well, George Nader was a witness for Mueller. Here's a headline from ABC News. George Nader was a big problem for the Democrats because he knows a lot. Mueller witness, that would be Nader, charged in child pornography case. Ooh. That's pretty disgusting. Can't think of anything more disgusting, actually. On the triage scale of disgusting, that's pretty much number one. Let's go to a screenshot from that piece. Who shows up to defend Nader, who may have information about the Russian collusion framing operation to frame the Trump team members? Quote, Nader had frequent access to almost every White House, Democrat and Republican, since Reagan was in office. Except for the Obama White House, they throw in there, sources and records showed. One of his lawyers shepherding him, Joe, through 7 interviews with Mueller's prosecutors, Catherine Ruemmler, was White House counsel under Obama. It is truly amazing how the media is not caught on to this story. How Obama's fixer, who fixed the Secret Service issue, the IRS issue, the Benghazi issue for Obama, has magically resurfaced to fix the dossier issue and to shepherd a key Mueller witness who was involved in child pornography, who, if the evidence holds and we see, has key information about what I believe was a setup of Trump officials connecting him to Russians so they can allege they were colluding. She always shows up to fix. It's the fixer.
Better call Ruemmler.
Better call Ruemmler. You're darn right. Sidney Powell, Lieutenant General Mike Flynn's excellent lawyer, has a piece up at the Daily Caller. It's an older piece, but it'll be in the show notes today. It's worth your time. Please read the show notes. A lot of good articles in there. Again, Bongino.com/newsletter if you want to subscribe. Sidney Powell, Daily Caller, Swamp Reunion. Obama's 3 muses reappear in Mueller's Trump investigation. Ladies and gentlemen, again, showing you the topic of my 3rd book, how follow the money. These people all know each other. They all have relationships with each other, and they all have something to lose. Catherine Ruemmler's connected to a lot of different people, not just Obama, as the fixer. From Sidney Powell's excellent piece. She says, so was Catherine Ruemmler, President Obama's longtime White House counsel, long-term White House counsel. Indeed, their careers have long intertwined. She said Ruemmler and Lisa Monaco, who is a counterterrorism advisor under Obama, were prosecutors under Andrew Weissman on the Enron task force. Wow, isn't that convenient? The Obama fixer worked for Andrew Weissman, Mueller's, quote, pit bull, where they were all implicated in various forms of prosecutorial misconduct. Oh my gosh, they're such great lawyers. Which was documented in her book, License to Lie. That's Sidney Powell's book. Indeed, Catherine Ruemmler signed a letter to defense counsel in the Merrill Lynch Enron case that was false and deceptive, and she hid evidence that showed they were innocent. The Fifth Circuit Court reversed 12 out of 14 counts of the conviction. Here's the kicker. Bob Mueller had a hand in selecting them for the Enron task force. So now we know, again, not shocking to anyone in the mainstream media who has no interest in overturning the rocks right now and discovering what's living underneath. Catherine Ruemmler, Obama's fixer, shows up to fix the dossier problem, to fix the problem they had with alleged child pornographer George Nader, who was a Mueller witness. We then find out Ruemmler had an existing relationship with Andy Weissman on the Mueller team. And Bob Mueller had a personal hand in selecting Catherine Ruemmler for Andy Weissman's Enron task force. Ladies and gentlemen, they all know each other. All of them. And they all have something to hide. And conveniently, the fixer. Again, I know the liberals who watch this show with their 6-inch thick skulls. I know you're incapable of processing basic facts. And I know your first instinct here is to try to silence everybody with, it's a conspiracy theory. I'm asking you what part of the reporting we just covered at ABC, the Washington Examiner, and the facts Sidney Powell laid out. They're facts. We have the court documents to prove it. What part of that's a theory? What part? Was Catherine Ruemmler not George Nader's lawyer? Was Nader not accused of child pornography while acting as a Mueller witness? Was Nader not accused of setting up the meeting between Eric Prince and the Russians? Were the Russians that showed up not connected to the Clinton lobby as reported by Salon.com? Is Nader not the lawyer for the DNC and Perkins Coie right now who just gave a statement in the actual case trying to destroy the reputation of Carter Page, who was targeted by the Obama administration? Was Ruemmler not on the Enron task force? Did we miss that? Did she fake those legal documents? What part of it is theoretical? The answer is easy. None.
You just heard The Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud. And follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.